हेलो दोस्तों, केजी क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम आपको थॉमस हार्डी का लाइफ साइकिल और वर्क के बारे में पढ़ाएंगे। लाइफ एंड वर्क्स। ऑन जून 2, 1840, थॉमस हार्डी वाज बोर्न इन द लोनली एंड साइलेंट hamlet of Higher Beckington, Dorsetshire, situated a few miles away from the town of Dorchester. On the paternal side, the family of Hardy descended from the Jersey Lay Hardys, who had arrived at Dorset centuries ago. Hardy once entertained an idea of calling himself Thomas Leigh Hardy, but never did so. Thomas Hardy was a fragile child. He was so puny at the time of birth that he was declared dead by the attending doctor. Had it not been for the common sense of the nurse who slapped the child Hardy till he was restored to life, he might never have come to life to create immortal works. At the age of 8, Hardy was sent to the village school to learn the rudiments before being sent to more advanced school. Interestingly enough, he was the first pupil to enter the new school building. At this stage, besides learning arithmetic and geography, he was made to ready by his mother such work as Dryden's Virgil, Johnson, Rasselas and Paul and Virginia, and a popular illustrated history of the Napoleonic War, which later on became responsible for the creation of the trumpet mayor and the dynasty. At the age of about 12, he also read Shakespeare's Scott and Bunyan, as well as such popular novelists as Dumas and C.P.R. James. At 15, Hardy was sent to learn French from a lady who was the French governess at the school attended by his sister. But when he was 16, the question rose of a profession. After completing his training with Hicks, Hardy moved to London in 1862 to join the staff of a well-known architect, Arthur Bloomfield, who was himself deeply immersed in literary and musical tastes. Too Hardy did not give up the use of his pen. After trying to become an art critic, he took up his pen to the writing of poetry, but on account of his ill health, he was forced to return to Dorchester in 1867. Hardy earned a more popular image in his later years. During the time that all the aforesaid novels were written, Hardy and his wife lived in rented houses in London and Dorset. At last, he decided to build a house of his own liking and design, for which he selected a spot on the outskirts of Dorchester. After Tess and Jude, Hardy thought of giving up writing fiction. Perhaps after earning a lot of fame and money, he wanted to write for his own personal pleasure instead of doing a job for his publisher, reviewer, and editors. Naturally, he switched over the poetry. His first volume of poetry was Bassett's poem, published in 1898. Besides this, his other poetical work were poems of the past and the present, 1902, Times Laughing Stocks, 1909, Moment of Vision, 1917, Late Lyrics, and earlier, 1922, Human Shows for Pathesis, 1925, and Winter's Verse, 1928. In 1910, Hardy was consequently honored with the Order of Merit and an honorary fellowship of Oxford and Cambridge College. But the death of his wife in 1912 was a setback in his life. Though his family life was one of bitterness, he felt the loss of his wife poignantly. The sense of loneliness compelled him to marry again in 1914 Miss Florence Emily Dugdale, his former secretary. Untiringly, Hardy continued writing and produced some of his finest work in his old age, but by this time he was run down by weakening health. On 11th January 1928, he breathed his last and was cremated at West Westminster Abbey. His main works हैं Wessex poem 1898 contains 51 poems. Poems of the Past and the Present 1902 contains 99 poems. Times Laughing Stocks 1909 contains 94 poems. Satires of Circumstances 1914 contains 107 poems. Moment of Vision 1917 contains 159 poems. Late Lyrics and Earlier 1922 contains 151 poems. Human Source for Pathensis 1925 contains 152 poems. Winter Words 1928 contains 105 poems. Thanks for watching.